So today we're diving into the world of one of Africa's most fascinating and honestly most misunderstood predators, the African wild dog. You might know them by their other beautiful name, painted wolves, and as we're about to see, they are absolute masters of the hunt.
So what makes these animals so incredible? Well, for starters, just look at this. Their hunting success rate is a staggering 80%. Now, to put that in perspective, they are way more effective than cheetahs, and they absolutely leave lions in the dust. And this isn't just about raw speed, it's really a testament to their unbelievable coordination and stamina. All right, here's how we're going to break this down. First up, we'll look at what makes them nature's ultimate predator. Then we're going to uncover why this perfect hunter is suddenly in so much trouble, focusing in on the crisis in Kenya's Tsavo region. And finally, we'll lay out the new three-step strategy that's designed to secure a real future for these painted wolves.
So what is their secret? How do they achieve that 80% success rate? Well, it all boils down to a masterclass in cooperation.
See, unlike lions, which really rely on brute force, painted wolves are all about teamwork and efficiency. Their social bond, that's the key. It allows them to coordinate with almost military precision, and they can sustain speeds of up to 44 miles per hour. They do it by taking turns leading the chase, literally running their prey to exhaustion. And once the hunt is over, they consume the kill in just minutes to make sure hyenas don't have time to steal it.
But here's the crazy paradox. Despite being these incredible hunters, the hunter has now become the hunted, and their very survival is, well, it's hanging by a thread.
And that just begs the question, right? If they are so perfectly adapted, so incredibly good at what they do, why on earth are they disappearing at such an alarming rate?
Well, let's look at the global picture, and it is stark. There are only about 6,600 adult painted wolves left in the wild. That's across the entire continent. That number is just shockingly low for such a critical species.
And then you zoom in on Kenya, a country that should be one of their strongholds, and that number just shrinks to a tiny 865 individuals. I mean, this isn't just a concern anymore, it's a full-blown crisis.
Okay, so let's narrow our focus even more to one specific area where this crisis has become a real local emergency, the Tsavo Conservation Area.
If you want a picture of just how severe this is, just look at the triangle pack. In a single year, this key group in Tsavo plummeted from 18 members all the way down to just 4. That's a loss of 14 dogs in 12 months. This isn't some slow decline. It's a catastrophic collapse, and it shows you just how fragile their existence is right now. So what's causing this? Well, the threats are coming from all sides, and they are just relentless. You have diseases like rabies, which can wipe out an entire pack in one go. You have wire snares, which are set for other animals but kill and maim the dogs indiscriminately. Their habitats are being shattered by human expansion, and of course there are conflicts with people who see them as a threat to their livestock. But it's not all bad news. It's not a hopeless situation. We are now seeing real hope on the horizon, all thanks to a new plan for their survival. A crucial new partnership has formed between two heavyweights in the conservation world: the Tsavo Trust, famous for its work protecting elephants, and the Painted Wolf Foundation. They're combining decades of experience to tackle this problem head-on. And the Tsavo Trust is, uniquely equipped for this mission. They already have huge anti-poaching teams on the ground, fantastic partnerships with the government, and incredible aerial surveillance technology. They aren't starting from zero, they're adapting a powerful existing machine to protect a new species. So what's the actual plan? Let's break down their three-step strategy. It's a really clear blueprint for action. And it's this really logical, powerful approach. First, you build the human expertise you need right there on the ground. Second, you gain detailed knowledge about the dogs themselves. And third, you use that knowledge to directly fight back against the threats. So step one is all about people. Right now, Kenya has very few painted wolf specialists, so the partnership is laser-focused on training and recruiting a dedicated team that can lead this fight for the long haul.
And that investment in people leads directly to step 2, which is summed up perfectly by this quote from Will Donald of the Painted Wolf Foundation. You cannot protect what you don't know.
So to get that knowledge in a massive area like Tsavo, they're using everything they've got. They've got aerial surveys to track packs from the sky, they're training ground patrols to identify tracks and spoor, and they're using GPS collars on key dogs to gather this priceless data on their movements and how the packs operate. And finally, step 3. This is where all that knowledge gets put into action. They're expanding the anti-snaring patrols into the key wild dog territories. They're researching how diseases are transmitted to prevent future outbreaks, and, this is so critical, they're working directly with local communities to find solutions that reduce that human-wildlife conflict.
All of this hard work is driving towards one single, ultimate goal: securing a real, lasting future for painted wolves in this absolutely iconic landscape.
And the vision here is truly ambitious. It's not just about stopping the population from crashing. The goal is to turn Tsavo into a thriving stronghold, a place where painted wolf populations are secure and can actually start to grow again, securing their future for all of East Africa.
So the plan is in place, the expertise is there, and the work has already begun. But the big question remains: will this new alliance and its clear, focused strategy be enough to turn the tide for one of nature's most perfect predators? You know, only time and a whole lot of continued effort will tell.